Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. I'm here with your July forecast. This will be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You can also watch this if you're dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, may also resonate. But as always, keep in mind, these are general, so just take what makes sense and disregard the rest. I'm using the Astrology Answers Master Tarot deck, beautiful deck. And we're just going to jump in here, see what's coming up for Libra in the month of July. Okay, Emperor. The challenge is the Lovers. Crowning thoughts, King of Swords. Foundation, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. Past, Ace of Wands. Outcome, Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Now, we are in a Mercury retrograde for most of July, so I'm not surprised to see the Wheel of Fortune has popped up several times so far. New cycles, recurring cycles, okay? If you're traveling, just give yourself extra time and be prepared for hiccups. This can be where you have to redo things, repeat things, fix things, correct, and so on and so forth. But you may be seeing situations from your past or people from your past coming back around, and they may be coming back around for you to get closure and move on, or for you to try again, start over. Current situation, we have the Emperor, so you may be dealing with an Aries who's significant, for better or for worse. You may be dealing with or focusing on a father figure at this time. This could also be talking to the boss or figures of authority, the state, government institutions. This is also rules, regulations, restrictions that you have to follow at this time, especially if you want to immigrate, if you want to get paperwork done, permits, approvals, anything that needs a stamp on it. Okay, there's rules, there's hoops to jump through. And again, for someone else, for others of you, someone else is making you jump through hoops. The challenge is the Lovers. So whatever they're making you jump through hoops for, you really want that. You really, really want that. And for others of you, this is around commitments. With someone you may have children with, or with someone you see a future with someone you consider to be your stability, your security. You may be dealing with someone who's very controlling, and you have a choice of what to do about this person. Do you stay with them? Do you walk away? Do you stay in the situation that is restrictive, or do you walk away? There's something there that you want, but there's a steep price to pay for it. That could be financially, emotionally, mentally. So you have a choice to make. In the foundation, we have the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands. This can be an overbearing person, and again, we have fire signs, Aries or Sagittarius. Overbearing people, overbearing situations. You may have been carrying this person. You may have been doing what this person has been telling you to do for a long time, in whichever circumstance this applies. Because there's something that they could give you that you wanted. Whether it's money, career opportunities, love, family, opening the right doors, putting you in touch with the right people, helping you set up a business. It's almost like you were an apprentice for this person. So whatever they told you, you did. In the past, we have the Ace of Wands. So this started off great. This was inspiration, creativity, creation. You may have children with this person, which is why your choice is difficult or just not easy. This situation, when it started, I feel like it was a godsend. Or you were promised freedom with the situation. You were promised that you could do whatever you wanted with it. But then slowly but surely it just became very restrictive. Very, it's this and this and this, okay? You're not free. You're not allowed to think outside the box. You're not allowed to just try different stuff, to experiment. I feel like someone tried to give you control in a situation, but they're just not able to. They're not able to relinquish control and pass the baton. In crowning thoughts, we have the King of Swords. For some of you, the situation is really making you think about speaking to a lawyer, making you think about speaking to the legal department where you work, or HR department, because it's an injustice. It's making you think about your options in a very rational way. So it's like, yes, this is something that I want, or I thought it was going to take me to what I wanted, but I have to be reasonable. I have to be rational now and see if I have to cut my losses, or see what I can do in the situation, what my legal options are, what my rights are, what the facts are, and really make an informed decision. So I feel like you're gathering information, you're studying, you're reading up, you're talking to people in the know to figure out how to push yourself out of the situation, whether that means move it forward or whether it means moving away from it. Now in the outcome, we do have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of working together, of coming together, of teamwork, team spirit. It can be a new job. If this is all about interviews and negotiations, it can be a new job. For others of you, this can be, if this is something happening in a marriage or a committed relationship, or where there are children involved, this can be going to counseling, to therapy, to really trying to fix it, really trying to find a way to work together so that it's not a power struggle anymore. And you know what? It doesn't have to be all bad. For others of you, I see this as it's been an uphill battle to plan a wedding. And this is when it finally happens. And maybe family has been heavily involved, or a father figure, or this is a financial commitment or investor that's kind of been breathing on your neck. But you get what you wanted, you get the outcome that you wanted. The Chariot, so it's definitely, you're dealing with a power struggle. You're dealing with a power struggle. And the Hangman, someone who they don't know how to move forward, but they're not giving control to you who does know how to move forward, okay? That kind of situation. They don't know what to do, but they don't want to hand the reins to you when you know exactly what needs doing. They're really, really struggling with that. It's someone who's used to being in charge, someone who's used to being in control. They don't know anything else. So that's creating a big, big issue here. They're stopping, they are delaying or blocking your progress. And that's what has pushed you to make a different choice, to look at things from a different perspective. Three of Wands, they have prevented you from moving on. They have blocked you from reaching your goals. And again, this could be consciously or subconsciously, because they simply cannot relinquish control. Simply they cannot do what they promised you they would do. I'm not seeing a lot of malintent in the cards. I'm just seeing struggle to relinquish control. Struggle to let go and let you do what you want to do. King of Cups with the Ace of Wands. So there is an emotional connection here. The sign of Cancer may be significant. And I do feel like this is the person you're dealing with. It's the same person as the Emperor for a lot of you. Because it's someone who genuinely means well, but they simply cannot relinquish control. They don't know how. They're really struggling with that. Five of Cups with the King of Swords. It's left you feeling depleted. It's left you feeling at a loss. It's left you in a position where you feel like you have to go, but you really don't want to. But at the same time, you feel like there's really nothing you can do. You've tried everything. It's just not been working. Three of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. I feel that for those of you who are in a situation where you can go to therapy, you can go to counseling, you can go to an expert who can tell you what to try to do to improve things. I feel like that can be what brings you back together. And for others of you, I feel that you're really struggling to move on from the situation. You know there's nothing more you can do, but you're still struggling to move on. You're hoping it's a temporary thing, You might temporarily walk away from the situation with the Three of Swords there. You might temporarily detach yourself from this emotionally and focus on your work, focus on your goals, focus on your money. You might be taking a break from the situation, taking time off, or taking a break from a person. Queen of Swords, because you're experiencing loss, lack, disappointment. You feel like you have been fair, and the other person or the situation is just not fair to you. You didn't want to find yourself in this position, but here you are, and now you have to deal with it. And for some, it may be in a love situation, because you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. For a lot of you, I feel like it will be. The Page of Cups. So they promised to open doors to you. They promised to take you into your future. They promised to fulfill your dreams and expectations. And it was a genuine promise when they made it. Five of Wands, but they're conflicted. They're conflicted. I feel like you're dealing with someone who's trying to be a better person, but they just don't know how. It's like they know their shortcomings, but they don't know how to overcome them. Nine of Cups, King of Swords, Five of Cups. So you know that something needs to change for you to be happy. And you know that, unfortunately for some of you, your happiness is you being by yourself, or at least out of the situation. You know you would be better off. And the sorrow comes from you realizing that you would be better off not with this person or not in the situation that you had true hopes for. And with the Ace of Swords, you might be severing ties. This can be severing ties. It can be divorce. It can be making it official, resignation. Or giving someone an ultimatum. Strength. It can be giving someone an ultimatum, or it can be walking away on your own. Maybe around the month of August, if not July. Starting off on your own, focusing on yourself. If this is in business, you're starting your own business, or taking charge and looking for a better job, something that truly fulfills you and gives you freedom to be creative. If this is in a love situation, you are walking away from someone. They might try to stop you. They might try to, make promises. And I feel like you're not going to go on promises. You're going to be like, show me. For some, you're going to give them that opportunity to show you that they mean what they say. And for others, you're going to be like, I'm not even interested. There's nothing you can, there is nothing you can do. I've given you enough time. And you didn't keep your word. You didn't keep your promises. You didn't respect the contract. I was fair to you. You have not been fair to me. I'm not happy to have to do this, but I know it's the right thing. And I feel like if you are going to therapy or counseling, the therapist might suggest a separation, a temporary separation, or they might suggest taking time and just focusing on on yourselves as individuals for a little while. Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords. One way or another, you're going to be out of this restrictive situation. Whether you're going at it alone or you're trying to make it work with someone, but it needs outside help. I feel like that's the key. One way or another, you will be moving on from this difficult situation. The only way is up in the Ten of Swords energy. So something will change, something will give, something will improve. It's got to. But I feel like if you're trying to fix something, it needs outside help, professional help maybe. And if you are deciding that you don't want to fix it, then you're cutting off the situation. And actually you find that you're better for it. Now and for the long term. okay? So there you have it. That's your reading here. Let me know how the messages apply to you, if they do, how the reading resonates, if it does. Remember to watch all your signs. Make the most of the energy. Do what needs to be done for yourself and your happiness. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.